Under the scorching sun, a parched land leads to a waterhole. Emaciated deer cautiously approach the muddy water, their thirst driving them forward. Tabaki and his jackals block the path, their snarls echoing in the tense air. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera arrive, witnessing the cruel confrontation. Tabaki's voice drips with malice. "This water is ours by right. Find your own." Mowgli retorts, "There's barely enough water for anyone. You can't just take it all." Flickering torchlight paints the damp jungle cave, revealing Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera amidst shadows and earthy scents. Baloo says, "Let them fight it out, kid. That's the jungle way," his voice echoing in the cavernous space. Bagheera challenges, "There has to be a better way, Baloo. Mowgli, what do you think?" Mowgli, caught between worlds, says, "I don't know. Back in the village we shared water, even when it was scarce." He pauses, wrestling with conflicting values. "But this is the jungle." His brow furrows in thought. Mowgli struggles to reconcile his human upbringing with the brutal realities of the jungle. At dawn, Mowgli stands by the drying waterhole, addressing the anxious deer and jackals. A parched earth reflects their desperation. Mowgli gestures, his voice clear. "The waterhole is nearly dry. Fighting over it will only leave everyone weaker." "Both the deer and jackals can drink without conflict," Mowgli explains, hope sparking in the eyes of the animals. An uneasy alliance forms as they dig together, their combined effort a testament to survival. As the sun rises, deer and jackals drink side by side, a fragile peace under Mowgli's watchful, hopeful gaze. In a sun-drenched jungle clearing, Mowgli tumbles near a stream, unearthing a tarnished compass from the muddy earth. Baloo dismisses it with a shrug, but Mowgli is captivated, turning the strange object over and over in his hands. Bagheera arrives, his eyes narrowing as he senses Mowgli's sudden, unusual interest in the human artifact. "What is it, little buddy?" Baloo asks, his curiosity piqued by Mowgli's fascination. Mowgli stares intently at the compass. "I don't know, but it feels familiar." Bagheera's voice is soft but firm. "Perhaps to where you came from." Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera arrive at crumbling ruins, guided by the compass, now overgrown with vines. Shere Khan lurks in the shadows, a sinister smile hinting at his hidden agenda. Mowgli explores, unearthing fragments of pottery, echoes of a forgotten human settlement. Fleeting visions flicker through Mowgli's mind, a life he can't quite grasp. Shere Khan's voice cuts through the silence. "These are your people, man cub." Baloo roars back, "Leave him alone, Stripey, he's one of us." Sunset paints the sky as Mowgli stands on a cliff, a compass catching the light, overlooking the vast jungle. He turns his gaze from the jungle to the ancient ruins behind him, a silent conflict playing on his young face. Baloo and Bagheera stand nearby, their steadfast presence a source of quiet strength for the boy. Mowgli's face hardens with resolve as he makes his choice. With a defiant act, he hurls the compass into the jungle depths. "I am Mowgli, and this is my home," he declares, as Shere Khan watches with eyes burning with frustration. Beneath the watchful eyes of Akela, the wolf pack gathers at Council Rock, a palpable tension hanging heavy in the air. Mowgli, now a young teenager, sits among the wolves, fully integrated, yet a shadow of concern darkens Baloo and Bagheera's faces. Akela's voice, though strong, carries a tremor of warning as he prepares to address the pack. He speaks of a rising threat, Kanvar and his dholes operating outside the jungle's ancient laws. Akela warns that Kanvar poses a direct threat to the established order, his words sowing seeds of unease. Whispers of Kanvar's ruthless strength ripple through the pack, testing the wolves' loyalty to their aging leader. In the wolf den's dimness, Mowgli huddles with his siblings, their breaths mingling with the scent of earth and wolf musk. Raksha offers comfort, but Mowgli's eyes reflect the fireflies, his mind troubled. "I cannot shake this unease about the dholes." Loyalty and the strength of the pack are paramount, Raksha says, her voice a low rumble of reassurance. Mowgli's doubt lingers. But is blind obedience always the right path? The jungle law isn't always black and white. Mowgli resolves to investigate the dholes himself, a glimmer of determination in his eyes. Under night's cover, Mowgli and Bagheera enter the desolate Tole territory, a stark contrast to their vibrant jungle. Kanvar violently dominates his pack, a brutal display that disregards jungle law. The younger dholes show fear, realizing they are victims of Kanvar's harsh rule. Mowgli confronts Kanvar, challenging his methods and appealing to his honor. Kanvar scoffs, reveling in power. I am the law here. The wolf pack will be crushed. Mowgli faces a dilemma. Uphold tradition or fight for what is right, defying Akela and the pack. In a sun-drenched jungle clearing, Mowgli tumbles with wolf cubs, their playful yelps echoing through the trees. Mother Wolf watches, her loving gaze fixed on the joyous scene of her adopted son and cubs. Mitya, a small, adventurous cub, chases a butterfly deeper into the jungle, slipping away unnoticed. Oblivious, Mowgli laughs, wrestling with another cub, the sounds of cheerful shouts filling the air. Lost in the dense jungle, Mitya whimpers, "Mother." His voice is swallowed by the rustling leaves and deepening shadows. The jungle grows darker, more menacing as the sun begins to set. A distant growl echoes Shere Khan. Mitya trips, scraping his knee, and cries out, his small voice filled with pain and terror. Through the thick undergrowth, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera search frantically, calling, "Mitya!